joining you live now here at Rafferty Stadium for today's high school boys lacrosse matchup. I'm Nick Mazzarella, joined by Tommy Fox in the booth. And today we have Fairfield Prep versus Sheehan High School. Last game, season opener for the Jesuits. They fell short against Darien, 12-4. Sheehan's coming into this one 1-1. Tommy, could you speak a little on the Sheehan lacrosse team?
Yeah, Sheehan's a very competent program. They're back-to-back champions in the Class S of the SEC. And they have a win already on the season, grinding out a tough one against Waterford. They are coming into Rafferty Stadium, the home of the Jesuits. They're facing a tough team, but they're coming off a tough loss themselves, so this might be a good game.
Yeah, talking about that tough loss, I had the pleasure of joining DAF Media for that season opener in Darien, and it was a disappointing result from the Jesuits. We'll finish that thought after the announcements here. So yeah, as I was saying, Jesuits fell short against Darien, a very tough Darien squad at that. I think they came into the season #1 in the state poll. The Jesuits were at number 5, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
And, yeah, Darien just came out flying from the gates. Jesuits really didn't have an answer for them defensively, and on offense, they didn't have much to show for it. They gathered 4 goals. 2 of them scored, I believe, in the last 3 minutes of that one. Our goal scorers in that game was Rudolph, Mulligan, Rebel, and Floyd, who had a great goal at the end of the game. But the Jesuits are definitely looking to find some more momentum coming into this game against Sheehan, a team that they should handle. They're ranked about 500 places below them in the national rankings. The Jesuits sit in at 114, and Sheehan sits in at 698.
Yeah, definitely Sheehan coming out of the SEC. SEC, kind of a weaker conference in terms of lacrosse. But they have some good teams. You know, they have the Jesuits. But, yeah, there's really no way to sugarcoat that loss against Darien. I mean, at one point it was 12-1, which just you never want to see. But, again, first game of the year, getting into the rhythm. And this would be a big momentum win for the Jesuits. And then this would be, if Sheehan could win this game, a massive upset. Something that would really highlight that program.
Yeah, definitely. This is a must-win game for the Jesuits, especially after that loss to Darien. And I hate to be saying that early in the season, but a loss like this, and you could definitely start slipping early. So a confidence booster or a season-altering game. Either way, I think the Jesuits have the roster to come out in front in this one. In goal today is Freed, who started the game against Darien. And some players to note for the Jesuits. Obviously, we got Finn Mulligan going to Utah, and he's an absolute beast out there. Garrett, the VMI commit, Steele as well. And then Aiden Kwok, the freshman, on attack, started and played most of that game against Darien the other day.
Yeah, to comment on Cole as well, I mean, Garrett, I mean, there's really no one better in the state at faceoffs than him. I mean, he can go toe-to-toe with anyone. He wins them at like a 65% rate, as he'll take the opening faceoff here as well. He's just really, truly phenomenal. It's what he's built his game on, and we'll hope to get to see a lot of that today.
So as we near the opening face-off of this one, it'll be Garrett. He's got McCarthy and Delaney with him.
O'Brien on the draw for Sheehan.
And we're off here. Garrett wins the draw, and he'll take it himself across the neutral zone.
Garrett works well with these attackers.
Yeah. Gets it down to X there. Mulligan swings it out. It's Kutry. Kutry working on Van Dyke. The Jesuits swinging around at X.
Yeah, the X position of strength, this Jesuit team. Finn Mulligan, number 13, standing right near the crease now. Probably the star player on this team. And they can really just do a lot of things from behind the net.
The Jesuits get Malahi and Rudolph in there quick. Two offensive players. Here's Malahi cutting down. Swinging around at X. Now Rudolph's got it. He'll make a move. Spinning. He's in front of the net now. Gets it outside. And now it's McCarthy. The Jesuits are looking a lot more methodical than they did against Darien. Cutting inside is Kutry. That's a goal. Early goal for Eric Kutry. And the Jesuits find themselves up 1 in the opening 2 minutes of this one.
Yeah, what a phenomenal play by Eric Kutry. Fake the pass, cut to the net, bounce it low. And unfortunately for Roya, the Jesuits put one on the board early. Eric Kutry's brother also on this team. He is hurt right now, but Eric Kutry making a name for himself.
Yeah,
as an underclassman.
Yeah, no, he's been great for the Jesuits. He played very well in that first game of the season, and they're definitely giving him a workload as an underclassman. Hawley's out there with Delaney on this face-off here, and obviously it's Garrett on the draw. See if he could go 2 for 2. Comes away with that one, and he beats O'Brien.
Garrett looks like he's taking candy from a baby on that face-off right now.
Kwok's got it on the right side. He'll cut in on O'Brien. Swing it back to X past GLE.
Prep
Here's
continuing
Mulligan
to dominate possession.
Yeah, this is going to be the key for them in this one. And they could definitely rack up the score if they continue to play like this. Here's Hawley. Hawley gets it out to Rebel. And now it's Hartung. Hartung will cut in. He's got nowhere to go, and he finds Kutry at X. Now Kwok's got it. He's cutting past, trying to get past GLE here. He does. And he stumbles down.
Big hit from Sheehan.
Yeah, ref's going to say play on there. No, there's going to be a flag. I think they might say Kwok was tripped.
Yeah, that was Johnson who laid the hit there, and they're going to get him to go to the sidelines for either a cross-checking or a tripping penalty.
Yeah, so the Jesuits will have a man-up advantage here. On defense today, hopefully we don't have to say these guys' names a lot, but it's Callahan, Steele, and Delaney. 3 seniors backed up by the senior goalie. Get a replay of that foul as Kwok was tripped.
Yeah, it looked like Johnson just, like, when Kwok went down, just came right on top of him and just buried him to the ground a little bit. So all that extracurricular stuff the refs are not going to let fly.
The Jesuits moving with pace now. Here's Mulligan. He'll take a look, and that one's batted away.
Good defensive play there by Sheehan, but the Jesuits end up getting the ball back.
Yeah, Van Dyke did a good job there. Here's Rudolph. Gets it inside. Oh, the pass was not able to find the stick of Hartung. It'll be Sheehan's ball. I think they're going to say he entered the crease.
Yeah, that almost looked like a hockey play, trying to tip it in with the stick. Couldn't handle it, and yeah, I think he was in the crease, so Sheehan's ball.
It was a great pass there by Rudolph. Hartung was not able to handle it, and we'll see Sheehan have the ball for the first time in this one. It's Van Dyke. Oh, and he is checked hard by Mulligan. The Jesuits will go the other way. It's Kutry.
That's something forgotten about Mulligan's game. You know, they see him as an offensive threat, but he can play defense really well, too. Yeah, it was a great check there by him. And Kutry now will pass GLE. Gets it to Mulligan. Mulligan, pump fakes, shot by
Oh, it was saved there. I believe it was Malahi. Or are they saying that went in? I didn't even realize that's a goal there by Barrett Malahi. No celebration on that one, as I think he hit 5-hole between the goalie.
Yeah, that's a goal from a ways out from Malahi. Shooting it from about 20 yards from the net. Able to find the 5-hole. Let's watch a replay here.
Yeah, couldn't even tell that went in as he beat Rhea through 5-hole there. The Jesuits find themselves up 2 in the opening 3 minutes of this one. And not much to show on offense for Sheehan.
Yeah, Sheehan is yet to get the ball over the midline. The attackers have not gotten any work yet for Sheehan. They're going to need to win a few face-offs, maybe change some things up to get that going.
So it's Brody Summers and Rochenstein joining Garrett here. Summers will take the face-off. It's another win by Garrett. He's guarded by O'Brien. Now Kwok's got it on the right side. He's working on Durant. And he'll slide it down to X. It's Mulligan. Kwok trying to find a pass here. He's got a lot of space behind the net.
Yeah, Sheehan's just giving him all the time he wants. They're thinking he can't hurt him from back there.
They'll make a move. Great pass there. Hartung couldn't handle it. And they'll fight for the ball here to retain possession. It's loose behind the net. Great job by Hartung to come away with that one. And here he is now. Slides it up to Kutry. Jesuits will gather themselves. Now it's Rebel.
Rebel, a goal scorer in the Darien game. He's cutting in here. As the Jesuits doing a good job of cycling out who's in the X position behind the net. Using a lot of different guys, getting everyone involved here early.
So here's Hartung to Smirnov. Smirnov with a shot, and it's hit away. Jesuits will race to retain possession. They aren't able to. Great job there by Durant, the captain. And we'll see if Sheehan can get into the offensive zone here. They're yet to do so this game.
Yeah, Sheehan moving up, spacing out. This is a good time for the Jesuits to practice their press defense, I guess you would call it. As a good play there. But Sheehan does get it across.
Great win there by the Jesuits in the neutral zone, and now it's Mulligan with space. Mulligan will cut in. Pass off there. Kutry can't handle it. He'll keep it in. Oh, failed to do so. So Sheehan will retain possession. That's a missed chance there by the Jesuits. A little sloppy in front of the crease.
Yeah, Callahan got the steal in the middle field as this ball comes loose.
Yeah, great job there by Kutry. And Mulligan comes away with it. So this relentless press by the Jesuits.
Yeah, relentless is a good word for it. I mean, they're giving Sheehan just no space whatsoever as Rudolph comes back into the game.
Rebel will hold it up as the Jesuits make some changes. Malahi's in there as well. He's got the ball. He'll cut inside. Looking for a shot there. He's got nothing. And he'll cycle it back. Now it's Mulligan. Mulligan cutting inside. He's trying to find some space in front of the net. He's got nothing. Rudolph can't handle it. It's cycled back to X. Now it's Kwok. Kwok will shoot his first goal of his Fairfield Prep career. It's Aiden Kwok, the freshman. And that will be first of many for him. Yeah, the third goal of the game for the Jesuits.
He'll have a huge impact on this Jesuits team. Gets his first of the year there. What a play by him. Second time the Jesuits have come out from behind the net and thrown one low and been able to score it. So Kwok elevates the Jesuits, gets them up 3-0. And that'll be a goal that you'll remember.
And the first of many for him. That was a great move there to get past GLE and in front of the net. So it's Rebecci and Delaney joining Garrett here on the faceoff. Garrett doesn't win that one. And he absolutely harassed there. It was O'Brien. As the Jesuits fight to win this one, they do. And they'll pass halfway. Here's Rebecci.
It seems the second Sheehan gets the ball, Prep's just all over him.
Yeah.
And they just have no room to work with.
So the faceoff guys will come off now as Rudolph and McCarthy come in. Here's Mulligan at X.
Mulligan's so dangerous from this position here as he makes a nice move.
Cut it inside to McCarthy. Shot and goal. Fourth of the game. It's Dylan McCarthy assisted by Mulligan.
Yeah, McCarthy, an impact senior, gets his first of the year. Gets the pass up high, fires it down low, off the bounce, goes in the net. Nice goal from him. Mulligan to McCarthy on that senior connection.
Yeah, so far in this one, it's really just been nothing flashy from the Jesuits. Just bread and butter lacrosse here, getting the ball in front of the net, top of the crease, and they've gone 4 for 4 on shots today. Roya has just not had an answer for them, but honestly, they've been really good chances. As now we see the freshman faceoff man, Gaspar, who we saw against Darien, and they're giving him a lot of reps this season, as I think a timeout will be called for Sheehan as they try to gather themselves halfway through this first quarter.
Yeah, Sheehan's going to talk it over. Only halfway through this fourth quarter, Jesuits already up 4, so they want to slow things down, probably get their defense fixed a little bit to worry about, you know, keeping them away from the crease, because Jesuits have really had their way having the ball in that slot area with prime opportunities. I bet Sheehan's going to want to talk about limiting that. So the Jesuits looking to improve to 100 or 500 after their loss against Darien on Saturday. And they have a big game coming up this Saturday against Chaminade, who I believe is coming either from New York or Rhode Island, but they're one of the most well-respected lacrosse programs in the country, and they're coming here to Rafferty Stadium. So the Jesuits are excited for that matchup.
Yeah, it's always a great game when those two teams play. Last year, Chaminade came away with the victory, but definitely a great test for the Jesuits facing off against them. And early in the season, they've had a tough schedule with Darien and Chaminade as well. So this game is essential for them just to gather some momentum and find their brand of lacrosse with this very new team, a lot of underclassmen. They've already given time to 2 freshmen in this one, and a lot of sophomores and juniors have played as well.
Yeah, I'd say overall their best players are seniors. Obviously, you have Finn Mulligan, Theo Rudolph, but yeah, they have a lot of young talent, and they're building up for years to come as well as ready to win this year. So they're set as we see the freshmen on the draw here.
Yeah, here's Gaspar. And he'll come away with that one. Great job there by Jackson Gaspar. And he gets a pass halfway to Rebecci. Rebecci swings it inside to Kwok. Kwok to Kutri, and that's an easy goal. Great connection there off the faceoff. And it's assisted by Kwok. Kutri gets his second of the game.
Yeah, Jesuits playing tic-tac-toe out there. Small little passes. Find the guy in front of the net, and he just buries it. What a play overall by the team. Jesuits off to a strong start.
Yeah, that was great awareness there by Rochenstein to get down the field and find Kwok. The long stick midi there. And then Gaspar winning that faceoff as well. We'll see him again here. They'll fight for it. And I think it's going to be called against the Jesuits. So a chance here for Sheehan to find some footing in this one.
And again, just getting attacked immediately, and he doesn't even realize he's lost the ball.
Yeah, Francis loses that one, and here's Rebel. Swings it out to Kutri. He can't handle it. Mulligan is all over it. He'll work inside. He's got a little bit of space here. Spin move. Gets it inside. Kutri handles it. He's hit. Great save there in front of the net.
Kutri hit hard. They threw a flag. Not sure who it's on, but Kutri, when he looked to take the shot, got hit hard right in the middle.
Yeah, not sure what the foul is here, but great job there by Kutri and Mulligan connecting in front of the net. It was a great save there by Roya. The sophomore goalie. And I think it will be against Sheehan, so another man advantage for the Jesuits. They converted on their last one within like the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, Jesuits already dominating on the even playing field so far. Man up's going to be no different for them, I assume.
So here's Malahi. He'll start with the ball. Swings it out to Rudolph. Rudolph around to McCarthy. Jesuits just passing it around here. They're playing a lot more spread out than they did against Darien, and it's proved to be effective. Great cut there by McCarthy. A shot, and he'll score his second of the game.
Yeah, as a goalie, that one's almost impossible to defend. That was a high bouncer. He bounced it, and it basically went crossbar and in. McCarthy gets his second of the game, second of the year for him. Jesuits coming out rolling here.
That was a great cut there by McCarthy, and Malahi did a good job to find him in front of the net. Those cuts have been deadly for the Jesuits to start this game off.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing so far. Like you said, they're playing a lot more spread out, and the more you spread out, the more space you have to make those cuts, find holes to make passes through, and then eventually take a shot and hopefully score. So Jesuits spreading out more, and it's working well for them.
Great win there by Gaspar. Finds the stick of Summers, and he'll take it upfield.
Summers, a dual sport athlete, football and lacrosse. He's quick out on this field as he plays on Rafferty a lot. Friday nights in the fall, and then I guess Saturday for lacrosse.
Kutri will just roll it there to Hartung. And space to run here is Rebel. Rebel will take it past GLE into X. And he's guarded by O'Brien. O'Brien will cut past GLE. Can't find the stick of Mulligan there. The Jesuits try to keep that in the offensive zone. They aren't able to do so, and now Sheehan will have the ball. I think it's going to be a flag on the Jesuits here, as they didn't allow Sheehan the opportunity to retain possession. Great check there by Steele. But it'll be a man advantage here for Sheehan.
Yeah, that was the first time a Sheehan attacker had the ball on his stick in the game. He worked down the field well, but Steele just overpowered him, used his stick. That's what you love to see out of these prep defensemen.
Yeah, Steele, the D3 commit, is a cornerstone for this defensive front for the Jesuits, and that was a great check there by him. The first action for a defensive player in this game. Nate Hesse's out there for the first time in this one on defense. So it's him, Callahan, and Delaney. Both Delaney's, actually. And Summers. Mishandled there by Sheehan. And Germina will take it up. He'll swing it out. It's Platt now. A shot there, and it's just wide. Sheehan will retain possession as Francis will take this one in. I think that shot was blocked by a Delaney.
Yeah, that was an absolute ripper by Fenstad, going for that low left corner. Almost had it, just shot it wide.
Sheehan trying to find something now. They find the ball at X. Try to get it in front. It's saved by Freed.
What a
Great
save
job
by
there.
Freed, using the body, getting in position as Prep is no longer a man down.
Yeah, and here's Summers with a full head of steam. He'll find Kutri in front of the net, and that's a hat trick. Eric Kutri with his third of the game.
Kutri just, again, able to slip past the defenders, and he's just so deadly from that area. He's really good at sneaking by the defenders, them kind of forgetting where he is, and he gets a pass. What a pass there by Summers, then he can just bury it all day. And here I think we're going to get a look at the save. Freed did make a great save that ended up turning into an offensive possession.
Yeah, that could have been
first action he's seen.
Could have been the first goal of the game for Sheehan, and Freed puts a stop to it. It'll be Gaspar on the draw here with O'Brien. Great win there by Gaspar. He'll take it upfield. He's got a full head of steam. He'll find Kutri. Swings it to Mulligan. Mulligan pump fakes. And now the Jesuits will gather themselves. Here's Kwok now. Kwok working at X. That was Zeno with the ball there. getting his first action of the season.
Yeah, Jesuits looking to cycle a bunch of players in here, get everyone some reps, get them all prepared.
Yeah, Tovlin's out there as well, the Do Sport athlete, hockey player. And here's Galligan to Kwok now. Now it's Tovlin. Tovlin working inside. He'll make a move. Now it's Mulligan. He can't handle it. That'll be a foul on Sheehan, I believe.
Yeah, Tovlin got hit late there as he passed it over to Mulligan. Did affect the pass a little bit. I believe that's what the foul will be on.
Here's Zano. Zano with speed. Working downhill. He'll have a shot just wide. And the Jesuits will retain possession here due to the penalty. So 7 goals in this first period for the Jesuits. Their third penalty now. They've converted on the first 2. As we get a nice shot of the ref there.
Jesuits 2 for 2 on the man up. McCarthy has the ball, looking to make that 3 for 3.
It's going to be a timeout here for the Jesuits as they draw up a play on this 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of every chance you can get when you're up a man, because that's really, you know, against those tougher opponents, like for example, Darien, or if they go on to play Ridgefield, against those tougher opponents, it's really the man-up chances where you're going to need to score. So being able to execute here will be big, and like getting some reps in a game as a man-up, that's what the Jesuits are probably trying to do here in this timeout.
So the 2 teams will break off now. We'll see if Coach Valens can dial up something here, the offensive coordinator for the Jesuits.
Coach Valens, former Penn State lacrosse goalie. Little fun fact.
Oh, yeah. No, then he's the defensive coordinator, definitely. That's a miss from me.
He might offer a different perspective then for the offense, maybe,
definitely.
as a goalie.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he played for Penn State.
Yeah.
What a dog. Shout out Mr. V. So here's Mulligan now. Cycles it to McCarthy. Here's Malahi on the right side. The Jesuits are just passing it around now, ready to make cuts to the net. Here's Mulligan making a move down the left side. Pump fakes. Now it's to Rudolph. Back to Mulligan. Mulligan. Now it's Kutry. Kutry in front of the net. That's his 4th goal of the game.
4th.
Eric Kutry. And the lead is extended to 8. Jesuits have been unbelievably effective on these man-up plays. Sheehan just really has no answer.
Yeah, Eric Kutry's really promising. I think he's going to play a big impact in these later games in the season. I mean, as you can see here, he's just an offensive weapon. Like, he just knows how to get the ball in the net. He finds pathways no one else really sees, and every time he's got a shot, every time he's got the ball in his stick, it somehow finds the back of the net. So Jesuits just rolling here, up 8 early on.
Yeah, and this penalty will continue to stay, as it was a major offense. So the Jesuits can really pour it on here during this 2-minute long man advantage. Here's Gaspar on the draw with O'Brien. He'll come away with it as he tries to find Delaney there. He does. Delaney can't handle it, and they'll fight for it in the offensive zone. There's Gaspar. Great job retaining possession there as he swings it out.
Yeah, it's those effort plays like that make a difference. Follow your pass, even if you can't handle it. Go help him out. Go grab the ball off the ground for him. And now Jesuits keep that possession.
So Furmander is out there with Floyd right now. And there's McCarthy. Gets it inside. Floyd can't handle it. There's Furmander. Furmander shot and a goal. Vincent Furmander, the freshman, with his first goal of his prep career on his first shift of the game.
Yeah, Furmander able to control that bobbling ball. As you take a look here, kind of not intended for him necessarily the pass, but he scoops it up, spins around, fires one low, and gives the Jesuits a 9-0 lead.
So here's Garrett. We haven't really seen him much in this second period as Gaspar's gotten the workload as he wins that one. And here's Rothenstein. He'll take it down, gives it off to Rudolph. 33 seconds left in this first quarter. It's been a long one due to all the scoring by the Jesuits. And here's Furmander. He's staying out there. 23 seconds left in this first quarter. Let's see if the Jesuits can get another. Here's McCarthy. 17 left. McCarthy. I think the Jesuits will just hold it out here.
3 seconds left here.
Yeah, so that will conclude the first period here at Rafferty Stadium. The Jesuits coming out to a hot start against Sheehan with 9 goals in that first quarter, highlighted by a 4-goal performance by Eric Kutry and a plethora of assists by Flynn Mulligan. It's been a great start to this opening game here at Rafferty, the first home game of the season for them, as they look to find themselves a 500 lacrosse club on the season.
Yeah, Jesuits just rolling through that first period. Attackers making cuts all over the place, really executing.
Fairfield Prep has something for everyone this summer, and it's time for you to sign up. Our annual Innovation, Esports, Football, and Rugby Summer Camp.
So we'll rejoin you now after that short quarter break. The Jesuits still on this man advantage, just 21 seconds left. And they're off to a large start, large lead in this one. They're up 9. So Malahi will start with the ball. Jesuits will swing it around at the top of the offensive zone. There's Rudolph. Back to Malahi. Malahi into Kwok. Furmander staying out there as well after the late goal in that first period by him. And the man advantage is over. There's Furmander. He's got space. Another freshman out there. And cutting inside now is Rudolph. So here's Mulligan. No, sorry, it's
Malahi.
Malahi working at X now. He'll work it past GLE. Inside to Rudolph, and that's saved there. They made a goalie change. It's Patel in.
Yeah, nice save by Patel. Using the body, not being afraid. Stands in there, makes a save on Rudolph.
Yeah, he's not listed as a goalie, but he's getting an opportunity now for Sheehan as they work the ball past halfway as Rudolph's working on the check here. Sheehan, for the first time, has the ball at X during this game. It's mishandled behind the net.
Yeah, Sheehan put some pressure on now. Jesuits defense getting some work.
We'll see if they can find anything. Here's Francis. Now Costanzo. Mishandled there on the far side. Sheehan will retain possession. As they try to find something here, it's Fernstad. Now Costanzo. Costanzo. Errant pass. It will be retained by Sheehan. This is their longest possession of the game. I think it's going to be a foul there on McCarthy as he checked Platt hard there. Platt now has it, trying to find a pass in the middle. He does. Shot wide.
Yeah, that's Sheehan's best chance of the game. The past one they also missed low and left. This one they do slightly too.
Yeah, it was Jermina there cutting inside.
Yeah, Sheehan has a man up too after that possession. They got a little momentum here. They've really been able to control it on the outside so far in the second period, yet unable to break through besides that one shot there. That could maybe change being a man up.
So Francis will start off with the ball here on the 1 minute man advantage. Now it's Jermina. Mishandled there by Britton. And it'll go past halfway. So the Jesuits will get the ball. Here's Floyd now trying to pick up the pace. Floyd now working downhill. He was a goal scorer against Darien. He's got space. Cuts inside. Kwok. It was blocked in front of the net there. And they'll give the possession to the Jesuits.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny rule about lacrosse where just whoever gets
to
where the ball goes out first. Doesn't matter who shot it.
Creates a lot of momentum opportunities, though, as you can miss and still retain possession if you are working hard enough.
Definitely, yeah. I encourage you to shoot, even if you're not, 100% sure you're going to hit the net, but it also makes sure that whoever's working harder out there will get possession. As a nice play by Sheehan. Durant, the captain, forcing a turnover.
Oh, great check there by Durant. Not sure what the call is here. There is a stoppage. The ball will be given to Sheehan, and they'll push forward. Finds Britton. Great check there by Delaney, and they're going to have another stoppage. They are calling everything today, these officials. And if a late flag will be thrown, so maybe another man advantage. Yeah, Delaney will step off, so Sheehan another opportunity on this man up. Costanzo will take it in. So here's Costanzo. He'll work it to Britton. Britton to Jermina. Sheehan finally connecting some passes in this second quarter. Costanzo handles that one. They'll work it past GLE. We'll see if they can get a shot off here. This Jesuits defense is sliding well. Francis now to Jermina. Now it's Costanzo. Costanzo passes it to X. Fernstad's got it. Guarded by Hesse. Couple checks in front of the net. He's got nothing.
Yeah, he was just pushed out of there by 4 prep defenders.
Rotzenstein pounces on that one, and he'll win the ball. He's got space to run. That will conclude the man advantage. Rotzenstein's got space to move. Gives it off to Mulligan. Mulligan now looking in front of the net. He finds a man. Spin move. Great check there. Jesuits will retain possession.
I will say, I liked what I saw there out of Sheehan on that offensive possession. A lot less sloppy than they were in the first period. They were able to move it around. They didn't get any shot opportunities necessarily, but they maintained possession for a little bit, and they could build on that for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it was a decent chance there in front of the net. As here's Rudolph working in front. His ball is checked away and handled by Patel. He'll give it out to Van Dyke now, back across the net. And now Durant will try to work it past halfway.
Yeah, Durant's had a good game so far, forcing a couple turnovers. Here he is breaking it out. Keep trying to get it across the midfield line, so they need to soon, and they will.
Yeah, it's a great press there by the Jesuits. Ball will be taken up in front of the net there. Could be dangerous here. It's bouncing. And it'll be taken by Britton now.
Yeah, Delaney just whiffed on that breakout opportunity. Luckily, he stopped, recovered well. That's what you want to see.
So here's Platt. Platt with a long pass, handled by Costanzo. Back to Costanzo. Sheehan trying to move the ball here. It's Germina. They've been working it at the top of the offensive zone here. Haven't really tried to get it past GLE to X.
Yeah, Jesuits have been kind of giving them that. They're not pressing them up top. But once they come down low, that's like a herd of seagulls towards the breadcrumb, you know?
Yeah, they've done very well sliding defensively, so they trust themselves in front of the net. That one will split past Freed. It's Liam Germina, first goal of the game for Sheehan, as Freed isn't able to handle that one. He's had a little work to do today, so maybe just a mental lapse there. He had a great save in that first period in front of the net. And Sheehan finds their first goal of the game as the Jesuits are scoreless in this second period.
Yeah, the Sheehan's been dominating the second period possession-wise and now goal-wise. Jeremiah with a crazy shot that it didn't seem like it was much of a threat. He was shooting it from way out, honestly farther than Malahi's first goal was. But he's able to get it to go off the bounce. Freed's a little upset with him from that, but it was a good shot. So
great job there by Garrett. He's got a head of steam. Gives it off to Mulligan here.
That was the first time we've seen Garrett win a face-off forward. He has won many, but they've all been won back.
That one's saved by Palat. He's come in the second period and made two crucial saves for Sheehan that have prevented the Jesuits from scoring. As here's Durant now. He'll work it past halfway. It's intercepted by Rebecci. Rochenstein, pardon. And he'll take it past halfway. Can't be handled by Floyd. They'll fight for it. And now Sheehan will go the other way. It's Germina, the goal scorer. Rochenstein wins it back.
Yeah, back-to-back turnovers from each team. Sheehan got possession for a short while. Then they gave it right back as here comes the Jesuits.
Yeah, it's Floyd now with the ball. A little bit sloppy there in the neutral zone. They're able to retain possession. Now Floyd is working at X. He'll work it past GLE now on this right side. And here's Smirnov. Smirnov now got some space, gives it off to Mulligan. He'll pump fake, cuts inside, jump shot.
Just high from Mulligan. Mulligan's really got that pump fake down, which gets the defenders to bite, gets him a little bit more space. That, when he's just going to get enough snap on it, floats over the net.
So here's Floyd now. Guarded by Van Dyke. Floyd past GLE, looking towards the middle of the net. There's a shot over the bar. And Sheehan will get possession. Furmander wasn't able to find the net there.
Second high shot in a row for the Jesuits. But another good opportunity right in the slot there.
Yeah, so far Sheehan is winning the second period, as they've looked a lot better after the break. Here's Delaney now with a high press, and they're going to call maybe a timeout here. Yeah, so a timeout here called. As now the Jesuits get an opportunity to gather themselves, as honestly they've been beaten in the second period as we're over halfway through.
Yeah, in lacrosse especially, I think Sheehan's kind of out of this game necessarily. I don't think they're going to score 8 unanswered here, but win the period, You may not be able to win the game, but win the period. You'll get confidence. You'll get ready to go in the next games of your season. And they've been doing that so far.
Yeah, so if I'm the Jesuits now, I'm just trying to understand what's gone wrong in the second period for them and how they can adapt. I mean, they have barely had their starters out there, but there's enough depth on this team for them to dominate against a team like Sheehan in a game like this. So if I'm them, I'm looking to keep the pressure on, even with those second to third strings in there, as those guys are talented enough to put goals on the scoreboard.
So Sheehan will get possession here coming out of the timeout. They might want to score their second goal of the period. They might try to here.
Costanza will take it, and he's guarded by McCarthy. Pardon, that is Simon. And here's Pinto. Pinto with the check here. He'll win it. He's going the other way. The short stick midi. Pinto's got a full head of steam. We'll see if he gets a shot off here. He doesn't, but he finds Floyd in front of the net. He won't get a shot off, and here's Mulligan. Mulligan in front of the net. Furmander, and it's his second goal of the game for the freshman. The flag is down. And the freshman, Vincent Furmander, scores his second, rolls it past the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that gets the Jesuits to 10, their first goal of the second period. What a play, bringing it up the field, then circling around, and again, Jesuits just deadly around the crease, not missing out on their chances. They score another one.
And now they're have a man advantage here.
Palat played that really aggressively out of goal. He came right out at Furmander, tried to check him. Furmander doing a good job protecting the ball and kind of scooping that down low into the net.
So here's Gaspar. He flicks it backwards to Rudolph. Rudolph now with a full head of steam.
Rudolph's quick out there.
And it'll be a timeout by the Jesuits. And I like the usage of the timeouts in this one. They're really taking this game seriously, as they should every game. There's always temptation when you're up in a blowout to just let the clock run out and get to the end. But the Jesuits are serious this season, as they are every season. And they want to come away with hardware. They came away with the SEC championship last year and then fell short to Darien in the state tournament. So they're looking to go back-to-back in that SEC tournament. They definitely have the roster to do so as these younger players develop through the season. And it starts in games like this when you get those young guys confidence.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the underclassmen are on this varsity team and, you know, in many different areas. A bunch of underclassmen defenders, bunch of underclassmen midfielders, bunch of underclassmen attackmen. I'd say that's where they're, you know, most proficient as the attackmen. And the underclassmen, they're doing a good job so far in this game, even if they struggled a little bit in the beginning of the game against Darien. But yeah, Darien's definitely going to be their toughest opponent. Already one loss on the year to them. But I think later on in the season, you can look back on that. You can say, okay, that was the first game of the year. We've grown since then. I think they still have a chance against Darien on any given night.
Yeah, those are two teams that might face off in the state tournament. And if they do so, we'll expect another classic between them two. Last season in the rain on that season opener, the Jesuits came away 12-11 in a thriller. As Kutri's back out there now with 4 goals on this game. He hasn't played much in the second period. But now the Jesuits have this starting offense out there on this man advantage as they look to win this period. There's McCarthy to Rudolph. Now it's Malahi. Malahi swings it down to X. It's Kwok. No, Kutri. Now it's Kwok. Great ball movement here. Shot and goal by Rudolph. His first of the game, second on the season.
Rudolph just sniping from out deep. Buries that one in the back of the net. Jesuits tack on their second of the period. Rudolph gets his second of the game, and that's where he's just so deadly. If you give him open space, he'll make sure to capitalize on it.
So the Jesuits now find themselves up 10. And Kwok with another point on this game as well. Him and Furmander, the two freshmen, have played very well. Rotzenstein as well, another freshman, has worked hard with that long stick at midfield as it's won by Gaspar. Great move there. As he tries to work into the offensive zone, he will do so. Gaspar now finding Kwok. It's Dolan Floyd at X. Floyd will cut in, passes it past GLE. It can't be handled there by Mulligan. He had a lot of space to get a shot off. And here's Peter Hawley. Hawley now. And another stoppage by the refs. They're going to give it to Sheehan's. Some kind of misconduct there by Hawley, I believe. So here's Durant now, giving it off to Van Dyke as they try to work it past midfield. They do so. Great job there by Sheehan finding an open man. And here's the goal scorer, Jermina. Jermina now working at X. He's guarded by Rochenstein.
Again, Sheehan working from the borders of the offensive zone, working out wide, making long passes.
Now here's Steele. Great check there by Steele. He's been absolute lockdown today. He'll take it past halfway.
That's
with speed, too.
Yeah.
Beats another defender. Finds Mulligan. Mulligan's got space. He finds Gaspar. Now it's Kwok. Not Gaspar there, sorry. Oh, and that ball slips between the legs of Mulligan.
That was Steele's second turnover and as many opportunities. 2 for 2 on locking guys down.
Yeah, he's been lights out. So it's Van Dyke now. Floyd was getting on him there. And it's intercepted by Pinto. Pinto, great move there. It's checked away. And Van Dyke now has room to run. He's being checked by Pinto. As now Sheehan tries to find something in the waning seconds of this first half. Can't be handled there by Francis. The Jesuits will go the other way. It's Lemieux. Now Mulligan. Mulligan will unload one, and that's his first goal of the game. The Utah commit getting on the score sheet. He had a couple assists.
Yeah, Mulligan for the first time tonight taking it himself. He's passed it off a bunch of times today. That time he finally liked the shot. Fired one low, gets on the board, and he's got his second goal of the year.
Yeah, he had that goal against Darien that found the top right corner. Absolute beauty by him. And he's going to be the motor for this Jesuits team if they look to go far in the state tournament.
Yeah, the Jesuit strategy might at one point need to become just feed Mulligan. Let him go to work and let him, like he's shown today, let him find other open guys and have them score as well.
Great win there by Garrett as he gets a pass halfway. He'll find Mulligan. Mulligan to Kwok. Kwok will pump fake inside to Garrett off the foot. Garrett trying to find his first goal of the season as a Fogo. He can't do so. Mulligan's got it still. Now to Floyd as the face-off team will come off. Here's Rebel. Rebel now. Cutting inside. Can't find Mulligan there, but it's taken by Smirnov. Smirnov now to Mulligan. Mulligan will cut inside. Doesn't have anything. He'll spin back. Smirnov can't handle it, and Sheehan will go the other way. Jesuits will try to win possession here. They will do so. Just 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Great shot there by Floyd. Did it get off? Oh, I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, Floyd with a quick release. Try to get it off in time. Yeah, they don't give it to him, but what an attempt there as Jesuits head to the locker room up by a lot.
Yes, we'll enter halftime here. The Jesuits have 12. Sheehan just 1. And we'll be back after a short break.
Good morning. I'm Tom Shea, prep class of 1973. I teach entrepreneurship and have taught English here at prep for 20 years, and I've been a football coach for 30 years. And today I want to give you an exciting update on what's happening at the Barron Center for Arts and Recreation.
We're building a state-of-the-art facility that will accommodate up to 100 athletes, so an entire team can get there and train in a professional, safe environment and become the very best versions of themselves. We have over 600 young men participating in varsity sports. Modern athletes know that it's just as important to train your body as it is to develop your skills. Throughout the year and summer, we have athletes in here at 7 a.m. grinding away to become champions. And now we're going to provide them with the state-of-the-art facility worthy of their dedication. The beams you see in the background will house our gym. For the first time, Prep will have its own gym, where our teams can compete, where our students can assemble en masse without having to go through the rain to get to the university facilities. And on those walls will hang banners that celebrate our sports legacy and championship teams, all-state athletes, the glory of Prep athletics over the decades.
To your right, the open space will become the Black Box Theater, which will house up to 220 people and become a flexible space for performing arts of all kinds, music, acting, and a meeting place for other activities.
Over recent years, Prep's curriculum in the performing arts has expanded dramatically, now spanning from a range of choral performances, our concert band, and our Prep Jesuits. And our Black Box Theater will now provide an intimate performance space for our wide repertoire of performing arts. In Jesuit education, we have a phrase, cura personalis, care for the whole person. We've been doing that for 85 years in the classroom. And now in the Barron Center, we're going to extend that mission to make sure we're providing the same level of care for our students who are so deeply involved in their extracurricular activities.
You can play an important role in supporting the Barron Center. As you can see, we're still a work in progress. Much funding is in place from very generous alumni, and I hope that you'll join us in this cause. It's a great way to support our students in every phase of their life, and I hope you'll be able to be generous and join us.
If you are interested in learning more about how you can make an impact on the next era of Fairfield Prep, please visit goforth.fairfieldprep.org.
To those of you that have supported us, thank you. And to everyone, go Prep!
I'm James Urban. I graduated prep in 2021, and I just graduated from Temple University this past May in Philadelphia. And this year in the ASC program, my main spot is the comms department. Edit videos, find pictures for something that needs to go in the prep magazine.
My name is Emmanuel Goka. I was class of 2021. I went to the University of Connecticut for economics, and right now I work with campus ministry and I help teach one section of English.
My name is Jack Kelly. I graduated from prep in 2021. I just graduated from Providence College in the spring of 2025, and I currently work in the advancement office. I was sitting there in my dorm room my senior year of college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do post-graduation, and my mom, conveniently enough, emailed me the link to the Alumni Service Corps application, and I didn't really know how I felt about coming back to my high school, but after reading through the directions and kind of dwelling on the idea for a bit, I applied and I ended up here.
So I was going to work in the city, and then I thought to myself that I wanted to take a year to commit myself to service, and it seemed like no better option to return to my alma mater.
I can't lie, I love it. Being with the guys, going on retreats, coaching, working with fellow faculty members who now see me as a coworker instead of a student.
It's just really special to be a mentor for these kids. I look at some of these students and I'm like, you are me. 4 years ago, I was in your shoes.
Coming back and experiencing the Urban Plunge and Kairos, being there for the kids in their spiritual journeys were two moments where it's like, wow, I really left an impact on these kids. And also I think just coming back to Jesuit education, I think that's something that I was kind of missing, that idea of caring for the whole person.
I think I'm getting real-time work experience, and I'm very fortunate to have gone to prep and be in a position now where this place was offered to me to come back. And after the year concludes, I want to be able to look back and say that I came back to my high school, and however big or small, I made a difference, and it's something I can be proud of.
One thing I'll also take away with me from this ASC year is the amazing faculty that work here at prep with you. So I'm a mentor for the students, And then I've also had other colleagues here that have been mentors for me. I mean, the open arms and the welcoming from everybody was absolutely crazy.
It's definitely worth it. The people that you meet here, the relationships you can build, the potential futures you can form from it, it's something you won't get anywhere else.
What does it mean to graduate from Fairfield Prep? It's hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family. Your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory, these are the people who stood beside you. Now, you're no longer students. You're a family. What might be bittersweet goodbyes at other schools becomes something different here. A celebration. Laughter, pride, and a deep sense of connection fill the air as you take one more picture, one more memory together. As we prepare to step into the next chapter of our lives, carry that brotherhood with us, forever shaped by our time at Prep. And as all Prep men do, we may laugh, we may cry, but we never say die.
So we're joining you now for second half coverage of Fairfield Prep Lacrosse here at Rafferty Stadium. The Jesuits find themselves up 11. Score is 12-1 in the favor of the Jesuits as Sheehan found one with the help by Liam Germina.
Yeah, Jesuits played a great first half. Struggled a little bit early on in that second period, but they got going. Ended up putting 3 goals on the board. And they're coming out here with Gaspar on the face-off draw, the freshman. He's had a great day so far. I don't think he's lost a face-off yet.
Yeah. He's been a great duo with Garrett on the face-offs. He'll come away with that one. It's handled by McCarthy. And McCarthy will get it past halfway as he's checked in the back there.
Yeah, that looks like something that should be called. I mean, It did look like maybe he was attempting to go for the stick, but he didn't end up getting it just right in the back. And that stings on a windy, brisk night like this.
Yeah, no, it actually feels like it's 20 degrees out here. I have no clue what's going on in this Connecticut weather. I'm kind of sick of it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
70 degrees
70
this
degrees
weekend.
this weekend.
And now I got a whole coat on with the hood. Anyways, here's Rudolph to Malahi. Malahi will cut in. He'll get a shot, jump shot, and he beats Patel on the far side. And the Jesuits are off to a hot start in this second half. Great shot there by Malahi.
Couldn't have put it in a better spot. Right over the stick. And there goes is that his 3rd goal of the game? Maybe his 2nd.
Yeah, I've lost count at this point, honestly.
Yeah, Malahi just scored one from far out earlier. This one puts it right up in that top corner. Unsavable, honestly.
So it's Rabel and Rochenstein joining Garrett here. And here's Garrett winning that faceoff. He'll find Rabel.
Jesuits again controlling possession here early. Taking his time is Rabel.
Yeah, they'll make a change here. As Hartung will come in. He'll be given the ball. Great move there by Hartung. He'll cut inside, past GLE. As he finds Rabel now. Rabel spinning, shot, scoop shot, and he beats Platt near post.
That might be my goal of the game so far. I'm not sure, but what a shot by him. Underhanded. Right in between the goalie and the post. Extends the Jesuits' big lead even bigger, even further.
Yeah, they're pouring it on now. Do we want to give a final score prediction, Tommy?
I'm going to set it at, I'm going to go 19-1, I think. I think they're going to slow down a little
scores?
bit. Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Sheehan could score.
You know what? I'll go 19-2. I'll go 19-2. I've liked what I've seen out of Sheehan when they do possess the ball.
I'm going to go, give me 21-2.
Okay, so you're going for
I think the Jesuits score 7.
I think they're going to slow it down a little bit is my guess. Work on their passes.
Great win there by Hawley. He gets it inside. Swung out to Kutry. First 5th of the game. It's saved there by Platt.
What a save.
Patel with the save. Kutry was looking for his 5th, I think.
Yeah, Kutry's been lights out all night. Gets stuffed there. What a save. Getting the stick out in front. Stopping that shot. Best save of the night for both teams.
Well, we can't understate Freed's as well. Freed had a great save.
Oh, yes. I
think as of now, we'll give it to Freed.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll give it to Freed.
I had forgotten about that one. That was a great save right up close.
So here's Platt now. Calling ISO. I don't know who he thinks he is. Guarded by Summers. The ball skips and is handled. Delaney guarding now. Swung up back to Platt, and it's heaved across to Costanzo. Now it's Woolard. Woolard inside. The Jesuits are all over it.
Really good interior defense in this game by the Jesuits. They're not letting anyone get anywhere near right in front of the crease.
And here's Hawley now taking it up past halfway. That ball is tipped high in the air. And Mulligan will pounce on it at X. Now he's working. Swings it up front. Furmander unloads, and that's his 3rd goal of the game. A hat trick for the freshman. Great pump fake there. He sold me. And then he cut inside, got himself a better look, and it's a hat trick for the freshman.
Yeah, that little pump fake got the defender to hesitate for just a second, steps right by him, rips one on the net, and Furmander, hat trick as a freshman is very impressive. And, I mean, he's got a promising career ahead as well as this year. I mean, already shown what he can do early.
So Galligan and Delaney joining Garrett here on this face-off. And he'll come away with that. It's like taking candy from a baby for him today. It's always a tall task when you got to face off against Garrett for a whole game. And then Gaspar coming in as well. The freshman has been unbelievable in this game as well.
Yeah, Prep's going to be relying on those face-off wins, get that possession. They struggled a little bit against Darien with that, but they've been phenomenal here tonight, and I think they're going to continue to be phenomenal all season, especially with those two guys leading the way.
Yeah, Galligan loses the ball there. It's still loose on the ground. It was a good check by Barnes. The Jesuits will get possession. It's for Zeno now. I like this line of Zeno and Galligan working together, the two seniors, longtime lacrosse players. They have Tuvlin out there with them as well.
They work well together. A lot of chemistry between them. And Tuvlin, can't say enough about him as a hockey player. Pretty good lacrosse player as well, as I can tell.
So there's Zeno with speed. The dual sport athlete playing for the soccer team as well. That one's checked away as Galligan can't handle it. The Jesuits will try to press here as Kutry is pressing with Furmander. Now it's Van Dyke trying to take it up past halfway. Rosenstein checking him. They're going to say he reached over the halfway, or it'll be a timeout. Yeah, timeout here by Sheehan.
They need to get one more goal for both of us, you know. Get that prediction right. Yeah, no, Sheehan, ever since that first period, they've shown some more poise with the ball in their possession, been able to pass it around the perimeter. Just really had a tough time, again, getting it down low, getting to the X, getting it right in front of the crease. That's been their biggest struggle so far, but they'll be very competitive in the SEC, in their division. That's for sure.
I can't believe I'm this cold in April, Tommy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, especially coming off the weekend we had. I thought we were in the clear. Thought it was a nice little stretch. And honestly, when it's not windy, it's not awful. Like, it could be a little bit warmer, but, I mean, the wind is just brutal. I was playing tennis earlier. I mean, you'd hit the ball and it'd come right back to you.
You play tennis?
I do.
For prep?
Indeed.
Oh, nice, dude. How's the team looking this year?
Pretty good, pretty good. A lot of good underclassmen as well as some seniors leading the way. Captains, you know, Max Very and Rohan Thung. Highly recommend coming out to see a tennis match. You know, they're very good at what they do. Lost in the state championship last year, which is very unfortunate, but they're coming for revenge this year. They look good early. We look good early, I guess.
That ball is heaved out of bounds.
Good attempt to keep it in.
It'll be Jesuit ball here. Yeah, I would love to see a bomb squad assembled for a tennis match. That could be absolutely electric, especially because you're so close to the playing field.
Mm-hmm.
That one can't be handled by Summers, but Kutry will get it in the offensive zone. Jesuits have numbers as that one swung behind to Floyd. Floyd up top to Summers. He's got space. He'll cut in. Bounce shot and a goal. Brody Summers, the junior, scoring his first.
Yeah, Summers gets his first of the game, first of the year as well. He's played a lot of games out here on Rafferty Stadium. That one just buries it in the net. First goal for the midfielder.
Haven't seen much of Kwok after that first period.
Yeah, he was dominant in that first period, but since then haven't seen much of him.
Now they're giving Gutrov a chance here on the face-off. The sophomore, he'll win it and go the other way. That ball is lost there as Furmander can't handle it. We'll see if Sheehan can score to make our score predictions correct. Jesuits have dominated this second half, so it's not looking likely. As there's a scramble at the top of the offensive zone for the ball here. Galligan is tripped up and Hughes comes away with it. Here's Rebecci to Floyd. Now it's Hawley. Hawley cutting inside. He'll look inside front of the net, and that's another goal there for Furmander, his fourth. The freshman pouring it on here in this third quarter. The Jesuits are up 17-1.
Yeah, he is just a presence right around that crease area. Again, Sheehan's goalie very aggressive, coming out to meet him. Furmander able to just get it over his head, throw it down towards the net, gets his fourth of the game. He'll have a big impact on this Jesuit season as it progresses.
So Gutrov will stay out here to take the face-off as he's getting his first reps of the season. The sophomore will be the mainstay next year, joined by Gaspar, I assume.
Tough face-off there. He did kind of win it to his side, but Sheehan's Fogo able to get around him into the net, or into the ball.
So here's Francis. Francis absolutely harassed here by Steele. And they're going to be a flag.
Steele got a little too aggressive, I suppose.
Yeah, he just has love for the game. Can't hate on it. There's Jermina. That one slid outside of that shot. Wasn't able to be fouled. Hesse dives, lays out for that one to try to get possession. He's not able to do so.
Yeah, Freed good position on that goal.
Yeah, Freed was all over it.
Or on that shot opportunity, preventing the goal. The ball eventually did not end up on net, but he was able to scare it off into the corner, as you said. Hess went diving for it.
So Hesse, Delaney, both Delaney's, Callahan and Summers out there on this man advantage for Sheehan. Sheehan moving the ball well here. See if they can find something in front of the net as they're just passing it around. Can't be handled there. As now it's Platt. Platt has got it. He'll shoot. And that's off frame as Freed tries to retain possession. He can't do so.
Freed tried to be the closest to it as it went out. Sheehan does keep it.
He'll bench barking his name there.
Love to see the effort from the goalie.
Yeah, love to see it. Here's Feenstad to Francis. Francis inside, back to Feenstad. Feenstad in front of the net, handled well by Summers. Great defense there by Brody Summers, and now Delaney's got it. Delaney's got a press in front of him, makes a good move to get past, and he'll heave it across to Hesse. Great job beating the press there. Callahan gets it forward.
Yeah, they're going to call Callahan for the foul, I believe, because he's over the line. Or is that a timeout?
Timeout there.
Timeout.
But he was over the line. Not sure the rule on that. I think they'll let it slide. Oh, no, it was the end of the period.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So fourth period begins. Jesuits up 17-1. We were a little...
yeah, the cold's driving us crazy.
Yeah.
Up here. So we'll join you after a quick break here as we enter the fourth and final period of this matchup. So we're back after that short break. As they're letting Gutrov take the faceoffs here in this second half.
Yeah, let everybody get some work in, get them some reps.
I think the only player that hasn't come out of this one has been Steele.
Good morning. I'm Tom Shea, prep class of 1973. I teach entrepreneurship and have taught English here at Prep for 20 years, and I've been a football coach for 30 years. And today I want to give you an exciting update on what's happening at the Barron Center for Arts and Recreation.
We're building a...
I guess. Jesuits have possession. There we go.
He's not over there. The ball isn't over there. There we go. We got it there. So here's Rabel.
Everyone.
Stalking his defender. He'll cut inside. Doesn't have anything there. He'll get a shot off a scoop shot. I think it was saved by Patel. He's come in after that first period and honestly done a decent job considering the circumstance. He's got that short stick, goalie stick. Great pass there by Floyd into Rabel.
Rabel making his presence known in this game. I believe that's his second of the game. Had one against Darien, so he's starting the season off strong. Nice pass across the crease, able to bury it quickly. And Jesuits are one away from that 19 number.
Great job there by Floyd as well. He's been a motor for this team. He came in against Darien and got a goal late. And he's a hard worker behind the net. So here's Letty again on the faceoff, the junior, getting some reps in this fourth period. He comes away with a win. He's shoved in the back. That'll be a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a push from behind, which is a foul in lacrosse.
So the Jesuits will quickly resume play. Here's Floyd. He'll spin. Get the ball into Hartung. Here's Hartung. Spinning. Away from a defender. He's checked by Durant. They'll fight for it. Durant is checked to the ground. No call.
Sheehan with a lot of effort there.
Oh, no. Now they'll call it. They're going to call something there as Durant was checked to the ground.
Sheehan's ball.
Can't be handled by Van Dyke, but he'll retain possession. He's pressed by Furmander. And great check there by Simon. He'll take it upfield. He's hit to the ground from behind. No call. He'll kick it. Great job there by Brody Simon to get into the offensive zone. And now we'll find Floyd. Oh, the pass cannot find the offensive player in front of the net there. Floyd was looking for Rebecci. And great check there by Simon again.
Yeah, they're just harassing these Sheehan players whenever they get the ball.
So here's Furmander to see if the Jesuits can find a little bit of slower place here as Tommy Deems is out there. Pass inside the middle. Oh! Hughes tried a behind the pack shot there. As Floyd fed it to him in front of the net.
That's one of those chances where, you know, it could be on every highlight clip for the next few years.
Yeah. Out of context, too, they look sick.
Yeah. But unfortunately just goes wide.
Van Dyke finds Costanzo. And it's bouncing around. There's Tommy Deems. He'll go the other way. Ball bouncing in front of the net. They cannot be handled. Pardon, that was Rebecci there. Long stick midi is out there as well. Here's Floyd behind the net at X. Cutting in front. He finds Furmander. Furmander getting checked. Someone lost the stick of the head of their stick. So the Jesuits are up a man.
Yeah, until he gets his stick back, they will hand it to him when he comes running back. How often does that happen in lacrosse, losing the head of your stick?
Honestly, pretty often.
Yeah,
I've seen it in most games. Especially considering how these kids are, like, just smacking each other with these sticks. I don't know how the stuff they do is legal, but The refs just let it slide. Your line here is looking great, by the way, Tommy.
I know. They get one more. Each team gets one more. We'll see.
So Zeno will start with the ball. He works inside. Great move. Gives it to Floyd. Floyd up top. Can't be handled by Tuvlin. Now he's got it. Tuvlin to Hughes. Here's Hughes. Hughes inside to Zeno. Can't be handled. And they'll call a foul there.
Yeah, another big hit by Sheehan. They've been kind of laying kids out all night. Unfortunately, none of them have been clean, as almost everyone's had a foul called. But they've been physical.
Yeah. Yeah, especially against a relatively undersized Jesuits team. Not a lot of players over 6 foot on this roster. We saw the size playing against Darien as they were just able to outmuscle the Jesuits on most loose balls. So that's definitely something to take note of as the season progresses, because size doesn't always matter in lacrosse, but it can never be a negative. And I don't think there's a single offensive player over 6 foot on the field right now.
Yeah, they still find a way to make it work, but I agree with you. You know, size is never negative, but, I mean, you have guys like Finn Mulligan out there.
Yeah.
Size definitely doesn't affect him, as he's able to just, like, slip past defenders, pump fake, shot, goal, you know, every time almost.
Yeah, the Jesuits effectively moving the ball here as it's Galligan to Zeno. Now to Furmander. Floyd's got it at X. Floyd passes it past GLE, pump fake by Tuvlin. And now it's back to Galligan as this line's looking for a perfect look. Here's Tuvlin cutting inside, shot wide. And they'll give possession of the Jesuits with 5:30 left in this game. Here's Floyd. Floyd finding Furmander. Furmander's got space. He'll unload one. Saved by Patel.
He's made some huge saves here. I mean, I guess great saves, I'll say.
Yeah. He stepped in after that first period and done as good of a job as he could.
Yeah, a lacrosse goalie is almost an impossible task. I would say one of the harder positions on the field.
Here's Finstad now with a head of steam. That one's over the net. A goalie change for the Jesuits. Grayson Walker stepped in for Freed. Here's Francis now. Guarded by Hesse. I think they're going to say he stepped out. So now Hesse will take it up. He'll find Zeno. Zeno's got space to run. I'd like to see a shot by Frank here, as he'll spin the other way and give it to Furmander. Furmander, guarded by Van Dyke. He'll cut down the left side. Floyd passes it up to Zeno. He can't handle it, but he'll keep it in bounds.
A lot of room for Zeno to maybe net one.
And here's Galligan. Galligan spinning. You hear the bench barking at him here. Here's Tuvlin. See if this line can get a goal. Tuvlin cutting inside. A goal! Matt Tuvlin, his first of the season, and might be the first of his varsity career as the dual sport athlete nets one. And your line is on now. Sheehan just needs a goal. And
yeah, Tuvlin's had a few on the ice, but this is his first on the field for the year. Nice shot by him, and if Sheehan could get one, that'd be, pretty impressive by me, I will say. I don't know if they're going to be able to, but we'll see as Gutroff back on the draw.
Yeah, so it's Letty Deems and Mason Salento. Salento, another soccer dual athlete here. This is a fight for the ball here. They're going to give it to the Jesuits as there was some misconduct by Sheehan there. And Deems will take it up. He's got space to run. Deems gives it to Furmander. Now it's Floyd behind the net. Floyd will cut past GLE. And now Galligan's got it. Galligan cutting across the net. Enters the offensive zone. Galligan's got room to run. Space. Cuts inside. Shot. Great job there. Caleb Galligan netting his first of the season as he takes it himself. And the Jesuits score their 20th.
Yeah, the senior Caleb Galligan making a phenomenal play. Zigzagging, cutting in, cutting out. Buries one in the net. There goes my score prediction. Yours is still in play, though.
Yeah, I don't think Sheehan will score one here. But we'll see if they can drop a 3-touchdown performance. As now Gutrov's back out there on the face-off. Joined by Salento and Rebecci. Here's Gutrov. He'll win that one. Great job there. And Rebecci, he's able to handle it. He's got to give it up. Oh, checked from behind.
From behind the line as well.
Yeah, he's napping out there. Rebecci. He's trying to get his get back now. Is he trying to force the Sheehan player out of bounds? They do so. The Jesuits will get possession there. So Rebecci caught a little off guard there. We're under a minute and a half left in the game. We'll see if they can net their 21st.
Nice move.
Smirnov enters the offensive zone. Here's Zeno, looking to get his first of the season. Now Floyd's got it as the clock ticks down near a minute. Floyd pump fakes towards Brady and then swings it all the way across to Furmander. Furmander under a minute now. He'll cut across at X. Spinning now. And now it's Brady. Furmander's got it. The Jesuits might just walk this one out.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. No need to do anything crazy. Played a great game already. They're going to keep tossing it around.
Yeah, I think Floyd will just try to get this one out, throw a couple moves on tape. As we're under 20 seconds now.
Taking it all the way behind the net. 10 seconds to go in the game.
So there won't be a final shot here by the Jesuits. But our final score here at Rafferty Stadium, the Jesuits 20, Sheehan 1. As the Jesuits find their first win of the season. And as they look towards Chaminade on the weekend, a lot of confidence in this squad. Tommy, what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, Jesuits couldn't have really played a better game. The one goal Sheehan scored was from like 20 yards out. Besides that, Jesuits were cutting up the middle of the field towards the crease, making all the passes they needed to. And every time they got a shot, felt like it went in. Jesuits, what a game. What a way to bounce back after that tough loss to Darien. Looking forward to Chaminade this weekend. I'll be excited. It'll be here on FP Game Time.
Oh, yeah.
And it should be a great game if the Jesuits play the way they did tonight.
We'll give our player to the game to Furmander, the freshman, with 5 goals netted. And we'll see you at the weekend against Chaminade. I've been Nick Mazzarella, joined by Tommy Fox. It's been a pleasure covering this game tonight for you.
Thank you. Thank you all.